right, now I've got some predictions for you about the series.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. And the question is, by the fourth test, will by the fourth test, will Travis Head still be in the team?
Yes.
So you're both confident that his troubles in subcontinental wickets will be put behind him. He said he's going to be
That's
more
a different
aggressive.
question. That's a
Yeah,
different
that's
question.
a different question.
Well, if he goes like Olympic rings like Mark Ward did all those years ago, duck, 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 I don't think he's going to be in the fourth test.
Yeah.
Who do you then put in? Is
Renshaw, Hanscom.
Like, there are definitely options there if he struggles, but I also think that the way he plays the game, that as long as he has one innings out of a couple where he can score a quick 40 and take the game a little bit and take that momentum, I think that'll be just as important. Whereas, sure, Renshaw and Hanscom have the ability to do that, but the fact that we've seen Travis Head score at that quick strike rate over the last couple of years, I think the Aussies will go, look, even if you can do that just once or twice and kind of put the game back in our favour, I think that'll keep him in the team.
I also think it's generally a rule of the Aussie cricket team that takes a lot to be dropped.
Okay. All right. I agree. I think he'll still be in the team. I think he'll do well. I think he'll do well in this tour. I'm confident on Head. Next question. By the fourth test, will Pat Cummins still be the skipper?
What?
Sorry?
Well, like, will he have quit?
Justin Langer, sycophant over here, is...
You have gone mental.
No, I'm just like, if we get hammered and we're 3-0, he's cooked.
You saying Steve Smith is going to take over again?
Maybe Cummins will just say, I need this test match off. And
Are you okay?
I'm asking
Go
you.
have a Milo and come back.
It's a legitimate question.
Well, sure,
No,
you
it's
can put a
not.
question mark on anything.
What
and
if
call
by
it
the
a-
fourth test, Hazelwood and Stark are our best quicks and we're playing two spinners and Pat Cummins has dropped?
It's a clear problem that picking a bowler as a captain was always going to have, but I think no matter what, Cummins is Australia's best fast bowler. In Test cricket, I think obviously that changes in formats, but I think right now he's still our number one fast bowler. Hazelwood, Stark, better in sort of different conditions, but I don't see Cummins being dropped at all unless he's injured or he needs a rest.
Well, arguably Tim Payne wasn't our best wiki.
Look, I mean, you got to drop this. I mean, you say you've been hammering Payne for 2 years.
No, I'm not hammering him. I'm just saying that. Come on.
Okay, well, I think there's a real chance by the fourth test Cummins quits as skipper.
Quits?
Absolutely. They get absolutely hammered in the first test.
So you
and
don't
he
even
just
think he'll
goes,
just
"Nah."
be dropped for a test? You think he'll quit?
I
as
actually think he
skipper?
could just go, nah, hand up.
What
This is too
are
much
you-
for me.
This isn't.
I mean, we were talking before about
embarrassing.
what was happening in this studio before. Is that affecting your judgment?
I think this tour is going to be really, really testing for him. So we'll see.
Every episode, you have to say something completely nonsensical, and thank God we've crossed it off.
Where's the camera? Clip that up, let it go viral, and you'll be proved wrong.
Yeah, that's exact. But that's what he's doing. He's
Well,
just
you
fishing.
guys are so
He's fishing.
Absolutely not. It's a legitimate question. A fast bowling skipper going to the subcontinent, it could end very badly.
But quitting. Oh.
Quitting.
Yes. Yep.
No, okay. Do you know what? I can get on board with dropped for one test.
Okay, that's
barely,
good. So then he won't be
barely,
skipper, will he?
Barely.
Yep.
But I can't get on board with quitting.
Well,
I mean, at some point in
he'll jump on his private jet and head home.
At some point during his tenure, there is no doubt there'll be a test match that he doesn't play, either because he's got a bit of a niggle,
It's already
he's
happened.
tired, he's whatever reason.
Yeah.
He's not the best.
Installing
whatever.
solar panels somewhere.
But quit as the captain. You have gone mad.
All right, well, we'll see. Death riding Cummins now for 3 tests. All right, and last question.
What is wrong with you?
Will Nathan Lyon have over 20 wickets in the series by the 4th test?
By the fourth.
Let me
So
do some
there's
maths.
six-
Yeah,
six-
yeah,
so
I'm
there's
trying to do the maths as
60
well.
wickets on offer from India, and will he have over 20 of them?
You'll go close.
Yeah. I would think that for success, you'd want to think so. Yes.
Okay, great.
If Australia is to be successful, then he has to.
Yeah. I hope he does too. I don't think he'll have over 20 by then. I would love to be wrong about that. But yeah,
So you think 20 on the dot?
I think he'll have like 15 by the 4th test. I think it'll be a struggle for him. I think the struggle for him will be that they can if the other spinner's not performing, they can just sit on him, and he'll just bowl some tight overs, but he won't get many wickets.
No, I reckon he's going to dismiss Virat Kohli a few times. It'll be
I would
good.
love that.
I think Kohli will struggle. I mean, he hasn't done well against the Australian bowling attack for a while. He obviously missed that series that they won over here in the Gabba. He missed 3 of those tests. So I think it's been a while since he's faced the Aussie attack. So I'm keen to see that line up as well. And I think obviously Socky did really well against him last time. And I think Nath will kind of look back at that and go, okay, I feel like I can get the upper hand, especially in that battle. Because I think whoever wins that battle is going to win this series.
I like it. Series result, what do you think it's going to be?
2-2.
2-2. Wow, that'll be thrilling to watch.
Yeah.
Jelisa?
3-1
Who to?
Australia.
3-1 Australia. So the final frontier will be conquered.
I am just going to back them.
All right, excellent.
Which order? Where?
Okay, now we're getting. All right, tell me your 2-2 then. Is it like 2-1 going into the last with Australia in the ascendancy and we cough up the last?
No, I'm going to say 2-1 India leading.
And
going
we win the last.
Yeah,
How good.
Yeah, that's my
Cummins drops himself for the last test match and we win.
I
How
think
good.
play all 4 spinners.
I
yeah.
think we win the first one.
Yep.
Same.
I reckon we win the first one, we win the second, we drop the third. We
Okay.
win the fourth.
All right. I'm going 4-0 India. I think we will really struggle. And
There's a surprise, yeah.
guys, I'm
And Pat Cummins,
huge fan.
we will forget about him by the next episode. He will never be in the Australian Test side
He
again.
won't make the Ashes squad,
He
is
won't
what we're
make-
hearing.
He won't make
Yeah.
the Ashes. His career will
Yeah, you know
end in
that's
Ashes.
Game of Thrones where the heads are on the stakes. It'll be like Cummins, McDonald. But anyway, I just think the thing with this series is I think Australia will be able to stay with India for the first couple of days in the test matches. But in the subcontinent, the matches speed up as they get further into the match. And we saw in 2017, actually, Australia stuck with India in pretty much all 4 tests, I think, apart from the last one, for most of the games. But then in those last 2 days, when the wickets really start to turn, the game speeds up, India will just shoot ahead. That's my fear.
Yeah, and that's why, like Steve Smith's spoken about it before, they had a couple good, really important batting innings where they got to sort of 400, 450. But when you have those, you need to get to like 600, 650 to really set yourself the platform. So that's going to be key.
Player of the series, Steve Smith.
I agree. I think he's going to have a monster.
I think he's going to have a massive, massive time
Yep.
over there.
And he'll end as captain.
Oh my God! And he'll, anyway, I think he will leave a lasting legacy over there.
Okay.
We will win. I can't wait for the first test when we win, and you're sitting there with your Pat Cummins doll, and you're just angry. And
Well, if we win the first test, my 4-0 prediction is completely blown out of the water.